everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kylie, otherwise known as Moonsong Magic over on Instagram. If you are new here, welcome, it's lovely to have you. If this is the first time you're seeing my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. As you can see, things have changed once more. A bit of good news in my life, I actually moved apartments, so I'm in a bigger space now, which is so exciting, and I've quickly set up this corner to be my filming space, and I also bought a new microphone, so let me know if it makes any difference. Oh, and the other thing is I brought out my DSLR camera to start filming, to start taking my YouTube channel a little bit more seriously, so if it makes a difference, let me know. Leave a comment down below, and let's quickly tell you about today's topic. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about how to create your own vinyl. Okay, so maybe you bought a Moonsong tail, and after like a month or two of use, maybe something went wrong and you bent it or something bad happened. I'm going to show you how to make your own vinyl. Or perhaps you're just a tail maker and you'd like to know how to create a vinyl. I'll show you exactly what materials I use, what tools I use to get the holes down the side, and so hopefully it'll help you on your mermaiding journey. Hi everyone, so now we're going to start creating our vinyl for our beautiful mermaid tails. As you can see here, I'm actually using something that's called a PVC interclear plastic. It's 610 millimeters by 200 micron. The 200 micron refers to how thick the plastic is going to be. You can have micron that goes up to 400, but I found that that created quite a lot of drag in the water and was very difficult to fold up into the boxes to ship them. So I started to size down. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically rolling out 2 sheets per side, okay, because as you can see that the width of the roll isn't wide enough to fit the whole tail. So what you can see here, I'm cutting out 2 sheets per side, right? So I need 4 sheets in total because I'm going to have 2 sides. Then to put them together, I use a glue that is called PVC weld. Because this is a PVC plastic, a PVC weld glue is going to basically melt the 2 sides together. It's the best type of glue for this kind of plastic. I make a very thin strip. It's very tempting to put a lot of glue on, but don't go overboard. I'm going to make a very thin strip going down, and you can use a paintbrush, or in this case just my finger, where I'm going to smooth and even it out so it's not a big glob of glue, because if it's a big glob it's going to melt the plastic too thoroughly and it's going to warp. Right, I'm going to add the 2 halves together. The gluing takes place quite quickly, so you should move quite fast so the pot life isn't very long. And you're just going to press down. You can put some weights on in between the 2 pieces just to help it settle, but you'll need to work quickly. Once the 2 halves are now glued together, you now have 2 sheets. Okay, so I place both sheets one on top of each other. I get a little Sharpie. Sharpies are the best. And we're basically going to now trace out the outline of our tail. Do this very carefully to make sure that you go right up to the contours of your tail. Also bear in mind that your fabric is very stretchy. Okay, so my fabric is stretchy, so I've just got to make sure that the vinyl isn't too big for the tail, otherwise the tail's going to curl up. Right, now that we have our outline, we're going to get a trusty pair of scissors and we're just going to cut it out along the lines. Because the plastic is quite easy to cut through, I'm cutting both sheets at once, but just be careful. You don't want the sheet sliding around and you create shapes that look irregular. Perfect, looking good. And there you go, we're done. Excellent. Right, we're just going to place down the monofin of choice. Okay, so in this particular tail, we're going to be working with the mahina. Also bear in mind that the mahina's got a very thick edge, so don't create your holes too close to the edges of your monofin. That's the temptation. Give it at least 2 inches if you're using a mahina, all right, but allow it to have space to wrap around your monofin properly. I'm just going to mark off where I'd like my holes to lace up. These little holes are going to help secure your vinyl in place so that when you're swimming that it doesn't slip down. The kind of tools that you can use, is either these little single punch pliers, I guess I can call them that. These are very easy to work with. The only limit to these is that it limits the depth that you can punch at. So basically it can only punch 1 inch from the edge, but it makes a pretty decent hole. Or you can be fancy and get a hollow punch set like this one. This is just a lot of fun because you get to make a lot of noise. But I'm taking the 8mm circumference. I've got a nice little trusty hammer and a piece of wood that goes below it so that we don't damage our floor. You can continue to hammer away until you've created all the holes that you need. This takes much longer than the single punch, of course, but at least you can customize how deep you want your holes to be within the plastic insert. Next is going to come the lacing. Alright, it's not as complicated as it might look. Basically going to measure out some lace and you're going to lie it flat underneath the plastics, and you see what I'm doing here? I'm pushing the lace through the holes. Okay, so it's a flat lace along the edge, and I'm just going to take a tool and I'm going to push the lace up and through the hole so it makes these loops. On the final hole, I'm going to take the lace and push it all the way through. So just pull it all the way through. Okay, now you're going to go back and take the long piece of lace and push it through the loops. Tighten the lace as you go along. And keep threading through the loops. When you get to the end, that final piece of lace, you can just pull it straight through. You can tie a knot. And then a simple bow after, so that you can lace and unlace and adjust it again. If you'd like it to be more permanent, you can just do a double knot. Alright, then when you are happy, what you can do, there's 2 ways that you can insert your monofin. You could just either pull the vinyl out and slide your monofin in between the 2 sheets of plastic, or if the vinyl is still in your tail already, you can unlace the one side and slip it in and relace the vinyl back up. And there you have it. Perfect. Perfect fit. Alright everybody, that's it. I hope that you found the video useful. If you did find it useful, don't forget to drop a comment if you have any questions. As you can see, I still used my cell phone to do the actual construction of the vinyl videos, because I actually filmed that all last week, and this is my new setup as of this week. So sorry about the changes in quality, but yeah, if you like the new setup, please do let me know. And like I said, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. Lovely to have you with my home today, fishies. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.